We may not even have more than material. This could just be a powerful thing. Baby, when you choose, you know I ain't no amoeba. Are you ready for the thing called love? Don't come from me and you, it comes from up above. I ain't a porcupine, take off your kid gloves. Are you ready for the thing called love?
Thank you so much, Walter, or Touchy Cherries. Thank you. This is so exciting to be here. Oh, yes, here. Oh, I'm close to it. So not used to the microphone thing. Thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm so excited I get to be here and speak today. This is such a great event. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit nervous. It's only my second time speaking in front of people. Yeah, right? But it's actually good news. They say it gets easier, so I plan to get really good at it and be able to dance into y'all's hearts like Ellen DeGeneres. Alright, so guess I should introduce myself. My name is Mishta, and I'm 47, and I am a climber, a dancer, a gardener, a YouTuber. I have 2 channels, and I snowboard, and I have 2 amazing children who I actually had while I was HIV positive. And, oh wait, excuse me, they're young adults now. My bad. But I wanted to share a little bit about myself. Ever since I was little, my 3 favorite things in the world were dancing and laughing and getting to make people happy. And of course, I climbed everywhere to do this. When I was younger, when I was a little toddler, I used to climb up, I used to go shopping with my mom, and I would climb up the shelves and people would be discussing their grocery list or whatever, and I'd just yell, "Happy!" and jump off the shelves and do this little dance, and they would just stop what they were doing and they would laugh. And so that was what I loved to do so much, and so I'm hoping that my destiny was to be able to climb to new heights and get to speak here in front of y'all and share a little bit of my story and maybe help with some stigma that seems to go along with having HIV and living a long and happy life. Excuse me. So, as I was writing this speech though, I wasn't sure if I should write about the stigma or if I should write it, because I've been living 22 years with this, and there's been a lot of stigma. But I also didn't know if I should write about the U equals U, because it's such a great new movement. But I kind of think they both go hand in hand. Because I think if people don't start to realize that when a person with HIV takes their meds and they adhere to their medical regimen, then they're undetectable. They can't give it to you. They're not contagious anymore. And so these people, they get judged for things that other people don't understand. And so I think that until people realize that the U really equals you, that if you're undetectable, you're untransmittable, there's always going to be stigma. And so I'm hoping that with my story, I'll be able to help a little bit with that. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about the stigma I've experienced. I've had 2 children while I was HIV positive. In fact, when the doctor told me I was HIV positive, I was pregnant with my daughter. I was starting my 2nd trimester, and I got called in, and he told me the results, and I started to cry. I had no idea what to do. I was so terrified. I had no idea that you could have a healthy baby. I had no idea what to do at all. In fact, my doctor he had no idea what to do either, and he was really odd, because the first time I ever felt the sting of stigma is when he asked if I wanted to leave out the back door. And I I was so confused. I said, why would I want to leave out the back door? You just told me I have a disease. Do I have a big A on my head? Do I look like I have AIDS or something? Am I going to scare people as I walk out? And it made me feel so horrible. And he made me feel so dirty and ashamed. And that was one of the ways that I had felt stigma for the very first time. The next time that one of the next times that I felt it, and excuse me, well, I didn't, with that being said, I did not think leaving out the back door was going to help how I felt. So I left out the front door. And thank goodness he had our card to the community program that was there, and he gave me the number to a counselor, and she saved my life. She gave me the number to one of the best doctors in Reno. And I tell you what, I went to this doctor and I was terrified. I thought I was gonna die. I thought my baby was gonna die. And I had no idea what was gonna be in store for us. Well, she didn't treat me like I was dirty. She gave me a big hug and she said, you and your baby are gonna be fine. I'm sorry, I'm trying not to be emotional. She said, you and your baby are gonna be fine. You take these meds, and you'll be undetectable, and your baby will be born negative. You wait and see. And you know what? She was right. This was the very first time that I had ever experienced what U equals U really meant. And it was not even a thing yet. I found out that because I was undetectable, I did not give it to my daughter. I was untransmittable. She was born negative. And that was the best moment of my life. Thank you. And so she was right, and I thought this was a miracle. Or I thought this was just a miracle, and she said, this is miracle of medical science. It's really not a miracle, we just know what we're doing. But I had seen many types of stigma after that as well. Even though she was an amazing doctor, every time that I went to the ER or got my blood drawn, I would hear things like, dirty people like you should not be allowed to have babies. They should just have to abort it. Or you and your baby will only be a burden on society. Is that really what you want to do to us? And these were comments from medical staff. And so that was not appropriate. I thought that was very unfair that they treated me so rude and mean. I had also been on dates before where the person just told me to get out of the car while they were driving down the freeway. I tried to make light of it and laugh and say, well, you have to stop first. I'm not tucking or rolling. And so I try to make light of all the situations I've had to deal with because that's the kind of person I am. But stigma is a huge deal. It is a big thing to get past and to live 22 years with. So now that I've explained a little of what stigma is, and maybe you all kind of get the idea of what it is, I didn't want to share any more of those comments because this is such a great event. I didn't want to bring all that negativity here. So, because I've heard much worse. And this event is supposed to be a fun, amazing event, and it's supposed to be spread education and spreading the word about a place without stigma. And this place is right here in Lower Lake.
That's right.
This place is called Community Cares.
Woo!
And we're also a cult CCHAP. We're right down here in Lower Lake. We're on Lake Road, right down here in Lower Lake. And we really have a wonderful community. And we want to welcome anyone who wants to come by. We have free HIV testing. We have drop-in center that's the best in Lake County. And we'd love to connect with any people that have HIV already, that just need a place to connect with other people and know that they have a place to belong and a place where people really care. And it's a really wonderful place. We have a potluck luncheon once a month. We have a drop-in center, like I said, and it is really a great place. It has Wi-Fi, it has TV. It's great. It's awesome. I love it. And it even has AC. And so we would love to welcome anybody who would like to get a free HIV test, or anybody who is HIV positive and would like to connect with people, or even people who would like to volunteer and help others. This is such a great place and such a great community and a family to belong to. It's really wonderful. And I just wanted to let you guys all know that there really is a place that cares out there, and they're called Community Cares. And it is a wonderful family to belong to. But I also would like to just thank everyone for being here and letting me share my story. And I really want to give a quick shout to my baby girl, who's in the front row recording for me. And she's helped me be brave and get through my 22 years. I don't know what I would do without her. And I definitely would not have this awesome makeup without her, or this wicked great hair.
Or that dress, because I bought it.
Oh, yes, and the dress too.
I love the dress.
Thank you all so much for letting me speak here today. And I love to be able to share my experience with people, and I love that all of you came out here to hear it and just be there for other people. We are a big giant family, and we all need to be here for each other. And so thank you very much. And I wanted to say peace and love to all of you that are here. Thank you very much.
Woo! She did awesome.